We've all heard about television shows jumping the shark. Well, what about action figures? Today we're going to look at the 10 times action figures jump the shark. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman. I'm back again. Aren't you glad to be watching some Junkman videos?
No, I would rather watch an R-rated animated Christmas comedy with a touch of a feminist agenda.
Well, I guess not everyone wants to watch the Junkman videos, but right here I got a top 10 list. Now, a couple months ago we looked at 10, I think it was, we looked at action figure lines that jump the shark or when they jump the shark, and I figured we'd look at some more in this video here, but a disclaimer first. A lot of people thought when I said jumping the shark, that means that's when the toy line died out, but this is when it started being the beginning of the end for the toy line. Yes, the beginning of the end. Because I got some comments saying, oh, the figures were still good after that. But they were on the decline down. So I'm sure all of you will not agree with this, but here we go. Top 10 times action figure lines jump the shark. This is going to be a good one, guys. You're going to want to call your family, your friends, your neighbor, your cat, and tell them to watch Junkman. It's the latest top 10, so let's go. Now, we all know Dark Horse Comics makes comic books, but did you know Dark Horse Comics make action figures also? And they've done some really unique ones and some really cool ones. But they jumped the shark when they decided to make Kellogg action figures. That's right, you heard me. Kellogg, the cereal, action figures. Kellogg action figurines. Figurines from Kellogg. Tony the Tiger. Okay, now, number 9 right here. Ooh, we all love the Terminator. And sadly, we didn't get any action figures for Terminator 1, but for Terminator 2, aka T2, Kenner released Terminator action figures. And we never got a Sarah Connor. I guess she wasn't important to the toy line or the movie. I mean, why would you make a Sarah Connor, right? And for Series 2, instead of making Sarah Connor and maybe that doctor that's in both movies, what did they give us? Nope, a whole new line of figures called Terminator 2 Future War. They didn't even finish the movie line first. This is when Terminator 2 line jumped the shark. Sales declined and no one cared anymore after that. Oh, Future War. They did have some cool looking figures, what made me say, who wouldn't want to watch Terminator 2 Future War?
I would rather watch an R-rated animated Christmas comedy with a touch of a feminist agenda.
Gonna run that one into the ground. Okay, here's one that's going all over the board. It's not just one toy line. Nope. The whole toy market jumped the shark when they started making Golden Girl toys. Let me say that again if you've never seen it. They make Golden Girl toys. I'm not shitting you. Golden Girl toys. I've done a whole video about this. I hate Golden Girls toys because it's supposed to be at first, oh look, it's funny, it's Golden Girl toys, and then they went crazy with it. No one wants Golden Girl toys. They buy it to be ironic and funny, and it's not. It's hack, it's stupid, it's overplayed. Get out of here. No one wants your still giddy action figure. Where are we at now before I get angry? Look at this one. Number 6, I think. I don't know. $6 Million Man from the Kenner line. Remember that? That was a great line of figures. Had some rubbery-like skin. Had an eye you could see through. I loved this line as a kid. But even great lines jumped the shark. And Kenner did it with the $6 Million Man line. And Kenner jumped the shark with his $6 Million Man line when they released Box of Legs. Yeah, boxes of legs. I think there might have been some arms in it too. No head, no body, no private parts. Just legs to add to the figures you already had, I guess. Give us a new figure. Don't just give us legs. We don't want a Kenner box of legs and thighs. Sorry, you jumped the shark. Where were we? I think this is number 5. I lost count, to be honest with you, but you all got, a lot of you out there love Ghostbusters, or the real Ghostbusters, and they did a great toy line thanks to Kenner. And it also jumped the shark. Now you're probably going to say, how did this line jump the shark? It's great, it's perfect, there's nothing bad about this line. Well, they jumped the shark when they released the figures in glow-in-the-dark paint. That's right, there's so much more they could have done with this line, but they decided to give us figures we already have. But this time, they glowed in the dark. Glowed in the dark? Glued in. What's the past tense of glow? Glowed? Glued. They glow in the dark. Kenner's Real Ghostbusters jumped the shark with glow-in-the-dark action figures. Whew.
Who are the ad wizards who came up with this one?
I would like an answer to that one. Okay, how about this one right here? The He-Man Masters of the Universe Vintage Mattel line. Talking about the 80s here, not when He-Man got rebooted in the 90s or rebooted the 27 other times. We're talking the 80s line, a great toy line. But when did the He-Man action figures jump the shark? I think you all can agree with this one. It's when they made Scuba Diving Skeletor. Scuba Diving Skeletor. Can you believe they did this? It's got a picture right here. Scuba Diving Skeletor. I watched many of the cartoons. I don't remember Skeletor ever go swimming. How does someone without skin even go swimming? I'm not sure. Would you have bought this one?
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay, for $1 I might buy it also. Now, let's go with the Playmates to a toy line I like, Star Trek. Or mostly Next Generation, but I like some of the ones. They did Deep Space Nine, Voyager. They did all kinds of figures with this figure line. And then they got silly and jumped the shark. Now, you say I'm going to talk about those young cadet figures, but I think they were in the first video, so I couldn't say them again. So, yep, Star Trek Playmates jumped the shark. Star Trek Playmates jumped the shark more than once. This time when they released transporting action figures. These were action figures that were in the middle of transporting to a planet or a ship or whatever. Now, they did have a play set, and that was kind of cool. We're talking about a figure that was half transported and half not. It was just silly. I mean, how could you play with that? You only could play it it only had limited play value. You would take your regular figure, let's go, beam me up, Scotty, and then you put your other figure there and go, okay, and then put it back. What a limited action. That's probably the most limited action figure I've ever seen. Star Trek transporting action figures. It'd been great if you pushed a button or something they disappeared. That would have been cool, but nope. Oh, now, I know you guys like this one right here. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Now, I'll be honest, I never grew up being a real fan of G.I. Joe. Didn't hate it. Just didn't have them, so never was a really fan. But if they ask me when did G.I. Joe jump the shark, this is when they jumped the shark. It's when they started making celebrity action figures through the line. And the first one I can remember, it might not be the first one, but the one I put on the list is Refrigerator Perry. Remember him? A football player. Became a G.I. Joe figure. Wasn't even related to the Army or whatever G.I. Joe was. Army, Navy, whatever he was. Soldiers. Nope. It was a football player turned G.I. Joe action figure. And that is when G.I. Joe jumped the shark.
Who are the ad wizards who came up with this one?
That is a good question. And now we're down to number 2. We got 2 more times action figure lines jump the shark. Number 2. Can you believe this one here? We're going to go to Batman. Take your pick of what line, but we're probably talking Dark Knight collection, I think, or one of the early Batman lines. Because before that, they would give us, like Toy Biz would give us one Batman. But nope, they jumped the shark when they started releasing multicolor Batman. Why did we need a Batman in every color in the world? I don't understand. It was black, dark, blue, dark blue. And then it got really crazy. Neon pink, yellow, piss green. They was all kinds of stuff. Oh, we didn't need Batman multicolors. Just too many damn colors for Batman. Am I right? I know I'm right. Who would buy this?
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, I'm sure others would also. Okay, holding in my hand right here, the number 1 answer. The number 1 time an action figure line jumped the shark. And yes, it's Star Wars related. So, get you ready to get your feelings hurt, because right here, we're going to say when Star Wars action figures jumped the shark. Now, this isn't the Kenner release. This is more Hasbro era. Whew. Kenner could do no wrong. Oh, wait a minute. They released the Imperial Dignitary. They could do wrong. But anyway, let's get back to when Star Wars action figures jumped the shark, and that's when they released Star Wars M&M action figures. No, I'm not talking about that white Canadian rapper. I'm talking about the candy, M&Ms, dressed like Star Wars characters. It's the stupidest thing I think I've ever seen when it comes to Star Wars. And there have been some really stupid things when it comes to Star Wars released. This is horrible. Star Wars M&M. What if they made a movie about that? Would you want to watch a Star Wars M&M movie?
No, I would rather watch an R-rated animated Christmas comedy with a touch of a feminist agenda.
So you didn't think I could work that clip in again, but I did. Never doubt the Junkman to work in a clip. Boom, there we go right there. That's 10 times action figures jump the shark. Hope you enjoyed that. That's our 8 o'clock video. Tomorrow we'll be back at noon with another video. 5 o'clock with a Junkman Quickie. 8 o'clock with another video. Oh, so many videos. Join us tomorrow. Thumb us if you like my content. Don't forget to share this video so others can find out about the Junkman. And I think that's it. We are out of here. It's time for Junkman to go jump the shark. Thumb up, subscribe. Talk to you later.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.